So a lot of people want to know how I did this with the Skar 6.5 and the Skar 8s. So this is a Skar 6.5 marine speaker. I'm going to show you how to add the LED lights to the inside of the grill. Super simple. What you will need though is a LED kit from the website boomboxes.com. You can pick this up at the link in bio. This is a dual kit. That means you're going to get the pigtail, the controller, a remote, a Y splitter, and 2 sets of lights. So I'm going to go ahead and get another set of lights out of here so we can do this from start to finish. I'll show you. It doesn't take very long at all. You're only going to need some basic tools. You're going to need a screwdriver, Phillips head. You're going to need some cutters, and that's pretty much it. All right. Well, we'll actually use a couple tools, other tools. We'll use a step bit and stuff like that. So here is the Skar 6.5. A lot of people don't realize, but the grill actually comes off. This one has something rattling in it already. Brand new speaker. You hear that? Yeah, I guess we get to see what that is. All right. So there's 2 screws located on the speaker. They're Phillips head. So let's go ahead and remove those. Oh, they're smaller. I forgot about that. Let me, hold on 1 second, guys. I'll just get the drill. Easier than trying to find a screwdriver while making a video. All right, so we got 2 screws. One right here. And one right here. Now, some people want to know how to paint the grill. In order to do that, you will have to take this cover off, desolder the wires that go to the tweeter, and fish them out. But that's still not hard either. All right, so we have that. Those screws removed. We're going to just pull up right here, and you got to find where the wire comes into the tweeter, which looks like it's going to be right here. So you got to be careful not to damage that wire. And some of them are tighter than the others, so just be aware of that. This one's really tight, but we can still make it work. Video is going to be a little bit difficult, so I apologize if y'all don't catch everything. So we got to find our terminals are over here, and we kind of want our wires to go where they are. So we're going to start somewhere over here. Now, with this kit, we want the male side as our starter side. We're going to go ahead and peel off the backing. And what I'm going to do is just start laying it right in on the grill right there. Rotate the speaker. And this adhesive, once it sticks and stays for a little bit, it's going to be hard to remove. But you'll still be able to remove it if you ever have to replace the lights. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this off. And it's just easier for me to do it is why I'm doing this. I'm going to flip the speaker 180, and then I can actually finish doing the wiring. Well, the LEDs, LEDing. So just make sure you press all along. Get it down real nice. Now we got to estimate how much we need to cut off. If I cut right here, it's going to be too much, so I'm going to cut one back. Anytime you see the copper area, you'll be able to cut it. That's your cut line. We're going to lift up on these wires right here and finish installing the strip right there. Now you could add a little bit of super glue. I like DAP Rapid Fuse. So we're done with this, but we got to find how to run these wires. We have just a little gap right here. So I'm going to take some side cutters. I'll actually pull this LED strip back just a little bit. I'm gonna cut a channel right in there. Doesn't have to be a big one, just big enough for the wires to fit. So 2 cuts. I have some needle nose. Trying not to break this tweeter off while videoing this. So I broke that little piece of plastic off. So now I have a little raceway. Now I'm gonna come to my lights right here and leave enough room on both sides, and I'm gonna cut that. You could de-pin it, but it's not very easy. I like to cut it, and I'll show you what we do with it from there. So now I'm gonna run this wire right in there, lay that strip down on top, and now we have a very, very nice, what would you call it? Wiring channel for it. Now I'm gonna lay it down just a little bit, and I'm gonna guesstimate where that is. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna grab a step bit. So I can tell it's gonna be somewhere around here. And I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole, fish my wires in, and push down on the grill. Now, you gotta make sure that you line up that hole with the grill mount, because if not, you won't have no surface for it to connect to. And then you won't be able to tighten it back up. You'll have to glue it down or something. So go ahead and finish that. Now get you some silicone, and you can put some right there on your box. In your spacer, you're going to drill a hole in the same location. It will feed right down and still be hidden. Just make sure you add a little bit of silicone to that hole. Now we're going to go ahead and just strip these wires out really quick. And you would do this in the lid of the box. So for this video, I'm just going to use lever connectors. You can solder it. You can do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just strip out red, green, and white. I'm going to grab some lever connectors. I got too many on here. So red, green, and white. Now this is all for testing. Obviously, if you're going to do it permanent, you're going to make this a lot nicer and neater. And you can also add wire to extend these however far you need to. So if it's around a boat or something, just cut the wires and extend it. Now we're going to plug this side into this pigtail harness that we have. And there we have it. Now both of them are nice and glowing. Good to go. Nice effect. You get music function, time, automatic. You get white, blue, yellow, pink, tons of different effects. Hopefully this video helped somebody out. If you have any questions, comment below. Like I said, the LED light kits are available on the website, link in bio.